to the Tangle Tree Creative YouTube channel. If you remember from our first tutorial, we learnt how to do the slip knot, how to hold the yarn, and how to do a chain. Today we're going to learn how to do a single crochet. So we're going to start with a slip knot, we're going to hold the yarn correctly, and then we're going to start to chain. If you need to go over any of these stages, you can go back to the first tutorial at any time. So we're going to chain 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So to single crochet back, we work from the right to the left down the chain. We have 11 chains, which are these V-shaped stitches. This is the loop on our hook, which we don't count. This is the first chain away from the hook. This is the second chain. We're going to work into the second chain because we're going to do 10 single crochets. So let's start. We're going to go into the little gap in the middle of the V's. We yarn over, turn our hook to 9 o'clock, pull through, yarn over again, and this time we're going to pull through both loops on the hook. One loop remaining, and that's our first single crochet. Going to now work into the second one, which is here. Yarn in, yarn over the hook, hook to 9 o'clock, pull through, yarn over, hook to 9 o'clock, pull through both loops. 2 single crochets. You can see the gap, and that's the stitch that we've just worked into. It will close up as we work along to the next one. So you can see here is our next little gap that we're going to work into. Push the yarn through, yarn over, turn the hook to 9, pull through, yarn over, hook to 9 o'clock, pull through both loops. There we have 3 single crochets. Now the V's previously on the chain are facing you. Once we start doing our first row, the V's are on the top. So you can count them here. 1, 2, 3 stitches. Let's continue on. Number 4, 5, 6, hook in, yarn over, turn hook, pull through, yarn over, turn hook, pull through 2. See, now we have 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we get to the end of our first row, we're going to chain 1 and turn the work. But before we'll do that, we'll just give a quick count and make sure we have 10 stitches. So that's the last one. You can see the V's forming on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we chain 1 stitch, we turn our work. We always work from right to left. This is our loop stitch that is not counted as a stitch. This is our chain, again not counted. This is the stitch we're going to be working into. So we're going to complete another 10 single crochets. So you can see the little gap here that we're going to work into, and this time we're going underneath the V's on the top. Yarn over, turn hook to 9, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both. So again, you can see the stitch we've worked into. This is the next stitch along. You can see the V's, it goes underneath the V stitch from the previous round. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more stitches left. Sometimes people miss out the last stitch. We have to remember, if we need to keep our stitch count up, we need to make sure we're working into the last one properly. I think sometimes when you're learning, it's good to repeat the process in your head. So in your head, say insert hook, yarn over, hook to 9 o'clock, pull through, yarn over, hook to 9 o'clock, pull through 2. It helps you remember each stage as you go along. And there we go, working on our 10th stitch. That's our second row of crochet, single crochet, sorry. Let's chain 1 again. Turn the work. Remember, this is our loop stitch, this is our chain 1, this is the stitch we're going to be working into. Insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. As you go along learning how to crochet, practice every day, it'll become more consistent, your stitches will have, you know, good tension, and you'll be able to speed up and go a bit faster. But for now, in the early stages, it's good to take your time, make sure you're doing every stage correctly, make sure you're getting all your stitches in the right place. Practice, practice, practice. That's the end of row 3. Should we count our stitches again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A few other little pointers. So let's chain 1 and turn the work. As I'm working back along, I tend to hold my left hand, thumb and finger just underneath where I'm going to insert my crochet hook. Kind of helps support where you've already worked. Makes it easier to insert the hook and pull through as you go along. So our next tutorial is going to be how to increase and decrease in single crochet. This will help form shapes that we may need as we progress through and go into learning how to read patterns. And that's our 4th row. We'll do 1 more row, turn in the work, slip, loop on our hook. This is our chain 1, this is where we're going to be working our stitch. So there we have our single crochet. In patterns it's written as SC. Now this is a US term. If you're going to be reading UK patterns, it's called a double crochet, and that is written as a DC. So that's quite a good tip if you're reading through a pattern, and it's always good to read through before you start making anything. If it has a SC, single crochet, then you know the pattern is going to be in US terms. Normally patterns are quite helpful and they do kind of tell you what term they are using, but not all. It's always good to make sure you know what you're doing. So there we go. There's our single crochet rows. I hope that's helped, and we'll see you again for tutorial number 3.